Hello everyone, welcome back to Understand. We have made it through 4-7, although we did have to sort of give up on 4-6, sadly. I assume that disqualifies us from the question mark? I'm pretty sure it does. But, oh well, those levels are dumb anyway. I didn't want to be their friend. Okay, so this time 3 regions is okay, and apparently required, perhaps. And each, I mean, there's lots of things that the rules could be at this point. Okay. So the second rule is not splitting the grid into 2 anymore. It could be no more than 2 squares in a region, perhaps. Would it be happy with this, for example? It's not. One of the rules might be no white space in any region. Actually, let's just see how much what do we get out of this? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Third rule likes this, huh? Why? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Hopefully there'll be some puzzles guiding me in the right direction. Oh no, I don't like this. I mean, I guess it seems sort of natural to just do this. Sure. Counting number of squares in a region seems important. Yeah, of course these are equivalent. No surprises there. Interesting that rule 3 likes this. But not this. Maybe, and we don't quite have enough evidence for this yet, but maybe it's like adding together the sizes of 2 regions to get to the size of a third. Right, we have 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. Here we're learning that 2 plus 2 is 4, I suppose? Yeah. Now here they're making me leave this blank to teach me something about it. Probably that it still counts. It must, because this was illegal, because 1 plus 2 is 3, not 4. Right, if I do this. Okay. So we're not counting squares, we're counting regions. And that's why this was okay with rule 3, I think. Is that we're saying, yeah, 5 is 5. Congratulations, good work. And this is no good because 5 is not 4. Is it permissible to say that 3 is 3? Seems to be. So I think that's the third rule, is about adding together all but one of the regions to equal the total of the last region. Rule 2, I'm not so sure. Because is rule 2 no white space left over? I don't think it is, because didn't we do this and rule 2 likes it? Yeah, plus we're going to need some white space in this next one. What is the difference between this? Oh no, rule 2 likes this as well, huh? but not that. Rule 2 doesn't like this. Or this. But it does like that. Does it want there to be exactly 3 regions? Is that all it wants? Maybe. Yeah. And this confirms that you can have 1 plus 2 is 3. So the third rule is like one region should be equal to the sum of all the others. And the second rule kind of constrains that by saying, oh, also there must be exactly 3 regions. Okay. I might have just cast those as a single rule, but maybe by splitting them apart it's easier for the player to understand. I mean, we kind of have to do this, don't we? It's hard to see how to split this up into 3 even. I guess this is almost the only way. Does it add up? It does. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, okay. They kind of forced me to do this. So 4 is 3 and 1. Okay. One and 2 is 3. No. Now that's a shocker. Perhaps only regions with at least 1 square in them count? No, because here we have this, right? What the heck? The region that's the total has to have a square in it? That doesn't make much sense to me. So I get why this is okay. 1 and 1 is 2. But why was this wrong? We've learned it's okay for a region to have no squares and still participate. Huh. I've already gotten lost. How did I actually solve it before? Like that. 1 and 1 is 2. Huh. When we did this, it was rule 3 that got upset. Interesting. So maybe the total region has to have a square in it. I don't know why yet. That doesn't seem like great, but sure. So okay, here can we do 5 is, I don't know, 2 and 3, 1 and 4, something like that. Huh. Oh. Is this what's going on? I think I get it now. The problem is we're not just adding up numbers, we're adding up shapes. Areas, rather. This is no good because there's no way to combine this shape and this shape to get this shape. They're oriented wrong. Here it's okay because you can take this shape, put it on top of this one, and you get this one. So here we need a 4 wide like that. Okay. Got it. Oh, I need 2 regions, huh? Yeah, I guess so. How do I do that? I need like a 3 wide and a 1, right? I guess it's not true necessarily. Um, I could do a 2 wide and a 2 tall, I guess. Maybe that's achievable. This could be a 2 wide. This could be a 2 tall. I have to figure out what I'm doing down here, of course. And it seems totally achievable, in fact. There you go. All right, final exam time. Not so easy to see, though, what goal I'm even aiming for. So far on most of them, it's been like, you know, here's your goal, 5, make it happen. On this one, I had to be a little bit cute, I think. So I thought the goal might have been up here. But once I understood the rule, it's clear that this is the goal. This is the first time where it's like, choose your own adventure. We could, for example, make... that could be the goal. Well, I guess we want to do it this way, right? There you go. Sadly, no good. But 4 is equal to 4. Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe I make this over here the goal and then figure out what to do with these guys. Is that any easier? I'm not sure. Maybe. Doesn't look like it, actually. What if I tried to make this? Is that even possible? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's close, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I accidentally did it. Cool. I guess, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Is if you look at this as a 3x4 region, any line from one corner of it to the other will split the area up perfectly, right? So like that would have also worked, I think. Yeah, interesting. From the top right to the bottom left, you split it up. Okay. Well, cool. Excuse me, this is dash 2? I have to know. Dash 2 1. Alright, well, we're not going to do that now. I was told there would be numbers. Let's have a go at 4 9. There you go. 4 rules this time. And for change, the first rule is not no touching any shapes. That seems to be the second rule, probably. Oh no, we're starting on a circle. Yeah. Oh wow, it's been a while since we had that rule, huh? Okay, so that's rule 1. Rule 2, 3 and 4, I don't know yet. It's not anything about what shape you end on. Actually, this is interesting. This satisfies every rule except that you must start on the circle. Doesn't it? So what about the reverse? What about that? This breaks rule 2. I thought rule 2 was you must start on a circle. No, that's rule 1. No. Ah, you must pass through the circle is rule 1. The circle must be included in your path, seems to be rule 1. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, ending there is fine too. Oh, so I could probably go this way, right? I could. Okay. All right. Boy, I didn't get much from this first puzzle telling me what the hell is going on. Oh, okay, sure. Ah, use all the circles, not just one. Got it. And then rules 2 through 4 are still somewhat mysterious. But presumably, since we're in World 4, they care somehow about the shape of the leftover area. And don't go through any squares, maybe? That could be rule 2. Yeah, I think that's rule 2. So do go through all the circles. Don't go through any squares. Then do something else. These are both correct, huh? What about... So rule 4 is what I'm interested in right now. Rule 4 says this is okay. They all say these are both okay. If I do this, rule 4 becomes unhappy. Beats me why. But rule 4 likes this. So it could be a rule about like every square, every unfilled square has some property. And for example, this is okay, as far as rule 4 is concerned. It's no good because rule 2 says don't use any squares. But something maybe about the amount of base that squares have. Because this is okay, and this is okay. So it seems like this square here doesn't really matter. What matters is what's going on near the square in some localized way. Well, I guess we can't start over here. We've got to use the circle. So it was okay for the square to be near a single blank, but not 2 blanks. And it's okay for it to be near 3 blanks, but not 4 blanks. We still don't care about this guy. Man, I haven't learned enough to solve this one, I don't think. I was just coming around to the idea that, hey, maybe squares would want to be next to odd numbers of blanks. Well, you know what? There's 2 squares here. Maybe they want 6 blanks. There you go. Easy. Because each of them is next to a total of 3, sort of, in some way. What if I did this? Now they're not happy, so... Oh, that makes sense. They're each next to 4 blanks in a way. This is okay. So, all right. For every square in a region, there must be some odd number of well, what's this though? Yeah, that's okay too. And this is not? Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I have a working hypothesis anyway. So 2 squares means we could have a total size of 4 would be acceptable, but yeah, easy to draw, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, spooky. All right, well, this guy wants to be kind of cordoned off, doesn't he? So, okay, fair enough. They are each next to 1. This seems all right. Tricky having to go through both of these guys. Maybe tricky? I don't even know. Maybe it's easy. Looks easy, actually. No. Okay, the squares all have to be in the same region. Ah, okay, sure, that makes sense, I guess. We haven't seen any counterexamples yet, and we've just had our first one, and it's not happy, so fair enough. And that region has to... be a size 2k plus 1, where... No, 2nk plus 1, where n is the number of squares. Or... I don't know. I can't do math. But you get the idea. It has to be like... Whatever. There you go. That's how math works. You just kind of fumble around for a bit and then you say whatever. Okay, well, if they have to be in the same region, how does this do? This is wrong. But this should be okay? No. Oh, right, they want an odd number of squares each. So we have to take out 2 more. I can take these out and draw this. What? Come on, this is what you wanted. There's 3 here and 3 here. Give me my cookie. Oh boy, 11 in this area. So what's wrong with this? Rule 4 is the one who's mad, and I think that's the one about the squares, right? I guess I still haven't really worked out the difference between rule 3 and rule 4, I don't think. Well, wait a minute. Doesn't this rule already tell me I'm wrong about my earlier ideas? This puzzle? Because I don't have an odd number times the thing here. It's total size 6. Here, fine, they're each next to 1, but here they're sort of like... There are 4 spaces within the region. Here, it must be next to 3 blanks. Not 4. And that's indeed the 4th rule. Here we put them next to 5 blanks, and we observed that like 4 is no good, and likewise this is good. And this is also, if I could draw it, no good, but this is good. And this is also good? That's news to me. Huh. Could it be something about the total size of the region in which the squares are located? Here it's size 4, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4. Here I tried to do 8, but it doesn't like that. And as far as we know, they all have to be in the same region as well. All right, I think I tried something about splitting them earlier and it didn't work out. For example, you could try this, since we've observed that... Well, no, we haven't observed that being size 2 is okay. We have here. Yeah, here we go. So this is an acceptable shape. But having 2 of them is no good. This does make rule 4 happy, but rule 3 seems to be saying there can be only 1 total region. Did I already prove that? No, rule 3 says this is... Oh yeah, that's right. There's even this puzzle here to teach you that multiple regions are okay. Oh, these are both good. I guess it's not a huge surprise. We've seen a 2x2 before, and we've seen a 3x2, so those are both okay. What about this? That's also okay. And I bet this is okay? Yeah. So, I mean, it could be that they want to be in a region of total size even. But we've got, like, counterexamples to that somewhere, right? I mean, notably, I guess we tried with this one. Not here, but with an earlier attempt. Maybe they have... Well, they can't be in a rectangle shape, because this line must necessarily come between them. There's no way to go any further with this one, is there, without dividing the grid? Huh. Indeed, rule 3 seems to say there must be only one region. But what is the deal with that region? It seems that we've seen that it can be any even size, right? And these odd sizes make it unhappy. This size actually would be okay. It's a 4x1. It's just that there's a circle that you're not using. Huh. And it keeps telling me, don't worry about areas that don't have a square in them. They don't matter. I guess we could test that? Yeah, doesn't care about this area at all. Maybe each rectangle in the region, each square in the region rather, has to be able to form some rectangle. And it has to be the same shaped rectangle for each such square. Right? Like this triangle, this square is going here, this square is going here, it sort of adds up, right? Then we would expect this to be allowed, and of course it would be, except for that we're not using the circles. And this? Also yes. But this, no. Yeah. And this also no? Here we have 4 twice, but that's no good. And this also no, right? And here, no, because you split it into too many regions, I guess. Fair enough. But even something like this, also no. So in that case, how would we go about this? I can't. Ugh. I could make them each the same shape, but then they're not connected. Which I guess makes sense. There's no way to connect them and have them be the same shape because of this in the middle, right? Yeah. Well, I suppose if the shape were like this, you could repeat that shape here. But then we have to start here, right? We don't want the shape to be like this, because then when it repeats, it'll be like that, and we can't get the circles to touch. So we would need this. And then there's really no way to get both of the circles involved, right? Without breaking things somehow. I'm surprised rule 4 is unhappy here. I thought it would just be rule 3. these two circles needing to touch is really constraining. There's just very few ways you can draw regions that are connected. Right? Like, there's this, and we could catalog all of them, I think. Like, there's one, go down 2, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 2, down 2 over 3. And at this point, we can't go any further without splitting up the grid. So we might back up and say, okay, just go this way. But then the grid's split up, so that's no good. So in fact, we've drawn now all the regions that start here, I think. Yeah. So what if we started here? Well, we could do that, that, or that. And that's about it, right? What if we started here? Draw that. Well, no, because now the grid's divided. So if I start here, I can't go up. I have to go, well, I could go up and over, but, well, I guess that could be okay. No, because now when I come down, I'll be splitting the grid. I can't have something here, so I have to go over first. Then if I wanted, I could come up. But again, when I come down, I'll be splitting. So actually I can't come up. I gotta go over, up. Up. Oh, of course, then I have to go all the way across. And this is the only thing I can draw that starts here. And this has a similar setup, I think. It kind of has to go this way. This you could do. I think we tried this already, because all of these they're ending at this square, which I think we already showed was impossible. But just wanted to double check. Oh, also this divides the grid, so fine. And what if we started here? Could I go this way? No, that divides the grid, so I have to go this way. And that's as far as I can go. So what if I started here? Now I could go down that far, I suppose. No good. Here? Nowhere I can turn without splitting the grid. So what if I start here? I guess have I done that one yet? I don't think I have. I can come down to here. And that's it, right? I can't go any further without partitioning the grid. Here, blocks, blocks, blocks. And we're like quite sure that rule 2 is only one. No? Which rule is it that I think is only one region? So rule 1, use all the circles. Rule 2 is not only one region. I guess rule 2 is probably touch no squares, right? Yeah, okay. So rule 3, is rule 3 about just one region? Seems to be. No. That's right, we know it's legal to have more than one region because we've had it before. There was an earlier one-dimensional one that showed us that. So this is allowed. As far as rule 3 and 4 are concerned, it's allowed. Right, so there is no requirement not to split the grid. I forgot about that. So when I was proving some of those earlier things impossible, I don't think I actually clicked through on all of them because some of them split the grid, and I was like, therefore that's impossible. But that's not a requirement. We think there is some requirement about regions with squares in them. They don't have to be in a rectangle, because we saw, I think, this one, yeah. So I still don't really know what rule 3 or 4 are. I just did stuff for these that looked sort of natural and that used the patterns I'd seen in earlier levels again. In this level, I can't really do that. I think just like this level, they're trying to force me to understand like a non-rectangular region. But whatever lesson was being taught by this level, I didn't get it, I guess. You know, we know this is okay except for not using all the circles, but it doesn't really tell me anything. What about that? Rule 3 likes it. Rule 4 doesn't. And I don't know what either of those rules is. Rule 4 seems to be each region with squares, something, something, something. Right? Because if you eliminate all the squares, rule 4 becomes happy. But that's all I can really say, is that it's something about regions with squares in them. And I don't even really know if I'm allowed to have more than one such region. Wait a minute. Am I dumb? What about this? No. So rule 4 is okay with this. Each region with a square in it has an acceptable shape. This shape and this shape. Rule 3 may be saying all squares must be in the same region. For example, filling one of those still meets that. And as soon as you split the grid like this, it doesn't like it. But if you do that, it does like it. So all squares must be in a single region. How could I falsify that? Like, I think I've tried all the interesting ways to do it, and they seem to like hold up, right? Rule 3 is upset about this. Which I get. I mean, it makes sense. This region sucks, right? Why didn't I look at these when I was looking at ways to draw from one circle to the other? I only went up. Why not down? Ah, no, it doesn't use all the circles, right. Ah, man, I just want to go watch a video of someone else, or like someone explaining to me the rules, or give me an example that I can do something with. So I just don't understand the fourth rule. They showed me a 2x2 square, a 2x3 rectangle, a 2x1 rectangle, a 4x1 rectangle, a 2x1 rectangle, a 2x2, and then this shape. And then they're like, okay, now do it yourself. And I'm like, I don't get it. You have to make the same shape twice with each of these, maybe. It's kind of hard to do, though. So I can't get here. Right? I need 3 start points for my line. If I could extend my line to here and leave everything else the same, this might be acceptable. But I can't, because I need to start here and not go up. I need to start here. You know, I could go up 1 maybe, but well, I don't know. I mean, I guess that could be worth looking at. We looked at this shape, I think. Right, the problem is this cuts them off from each other. I don't know, guys. 4-9 has also beaten me. I could look at 4-10, but I don't know. I think I'm probably done playing Understand on camera. I've gotten far enough that I'm like, I don't know, feeling more frustration than excitement, I guess. So I guess that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. You know, as I said at the beginning, feel free to get this game for yourself if you like this. I don't know. I figure if you watched this far, you're probably never going to buy it because you would be doing the puzzles yourself if you wanted to. Maybe you already played through it and you're watching to see me struggle. In that case, you know, how dare you sadist. Anyway. I don't know what kind of outro that is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.